Welcome back, YouTubers and Madden fans. This is MADDENMONEYSHOT. I'm on Madden 20. I got EA access. I got on 2 different accounts, so I got a little extra time. I got it on Xbox and I got it on PlayStation. I'm on my Xbox right now. But why don't you guys have it? If you're watching this video and you don't have EA access, it's only $5, man. I mean, to me, it's worth it. I mean, to get the 10 hours, to get the head start on MUT. I already got like 3 hours in. I'm like a level 15 already, which ain't really probably ain't that great. My team's almost a 70. I didn't even get my packs. I didn't even get my rookie premier cards. But either way, if you play MUT, that might be the reason you're watching this video. In this video, I'm gonna do what I do every year, which is I'm gonna put out the top 5 offensive playbooks. And hopefully, if this video don't go too long, I'm gonna put the top 5 defensive playbooks at the end. But I'm not really sure. That might be a separate video. If I don't get in this video, do me a favor to like button. I'll put it in the next video. Other than that, let's go and let's get into the top 5 offensive playbooks as of right now, day 1 in MUT. Before I get into the video though, just to let you guys know, on my website this year, on my Patreon, and on my join button here on YouTube, I will be doing every single playbook in a breakdown or an ebook. So check all that out in the description if you're interested in that. And let's go ahead and let's get into the top 5. Next up, we got Atlanta. This is a playbook that hasn't changed a ton because they haven't changed coaches in the last couple years. They only have 3 I formations, which, you know, I'm cool with, honestly. Like, you don't need too many, but you're gonna need some for running plays. They have the twin tight end, which is really nice. The close flex, which to me is a little bit more of a passing play, or a passing set, even though it doesn't look like it. But this is really all about shotguns. If you're a pass heavy person, you got your shotgun bunch, you got your Eagles trips, which, you know, any through wide receiver set, any tight sets to the line are usually pretty good bunch sets. You got a couple of empty packages here. Spreads, I'm not really into spreads too much, but you can make stuff happen. You got your good cover to play the PA comebacks there, which is always nice. You got your tight flex, your trio offset. Like I said, anytime you got 3 wide to one side, it's usually got some pretty glitchy plays. Going to the single back, to me, the 2 best formations are single back and shotgun, and that's pretty much what this book is from top to bottom. You know, I had to add my favorite playbook from last year, the Carolina Panthers. I really thought that they were going to destroy this playbook because typically EA likes to break my toys. Pretty much every year they go after the stuff that I put out the previous year pretty heavy, and I'm already noticing it quite a bit on some of my defensive plays, some of my blitzes, but they didn't touch my offensive playbook, thank God, because I don't want to really switch over. I really thought they'd take the empty bunch out of the game because it was so cheesy last year, but I can see they made some changes where certain zones kind of get in the way of it a little bit, but not enough. So ultimately, this is still going to be one of my favorite playbooks. They have some really good run formations. Like I said, you don't need a ton of I formations, but they have a couple. I really like the pistol formations that they have because there's some really good run plays in that, some triple options and whatnot that are still really successful, work really well. The shotgun plays, like I said, they have a ton of shotgun plays. Empty bunches, empty backfields. The Eagle Age tight is one of my more favorite ones. I think they might have tweaked. I got to lab it a little bit more, but they tweaked one of my favorite red zone plays, I think, a little bit on that, but no big deal. We got some bunch plays, a regular bunch play set here. Pretty much everyone's going to have that. It also has, I mean, a lot of people have been all about you know, some of these single back formations like the bunch ace. You got that, you got the ace pair, you got the deuce close. Like I said, it's a lot of the same stuff from last year. I don't know if the deuce close was in it last year though, but it's in there this year for people that like to run the halfback wham and the stretch play. Those are old as it gets. I think they were added because I don't really remember running them that much that last year, but I don't really remember 100%. You got some wildcat plays, which are good too. You know, you can't always run those, but it gives you a little bit of variety to spice it up. And overall, this is one of the better playbooks. Next up, I got a new addition to my top 5 this year. A couple years back, the Rams were one of my favorite playbooks, and then they switched coaches, and they really took out a lot of some of the best running formations. They had like the most exotic, strong formations, and they went and hid those in a lot of different books. They also made some additions this year as well. You know, the Rams, the Kansas City Chiefs are 2 teams that they really wanted to focus on with some of the exotic plays that they run, and you can see that going through the book that they really have some new, interesting looking formations. That on top of a lot of really great older formations. If you look at it, they're pretty much all shotgun plays, no I-form plays, single back. Like I said, I don't really, to me, those are the 2 best ones, and that's all they got is single back and shotgun, which is, to me, like I said, totally cool. I don't need I-formation plays. I can make run plays if I need, you know, inside run plays. The inside zones are great. If I need outside run plays, the stretches are great. Like I said, it would be nice to have an I-formation or 2, but I really can't complain. And then, like I said, given that, they really have some of the most exotic looking plays. Like, look at that, the PA jet deep cross. I have never even run that play. That's a variation out of the Eagles H tight that didn't exist last year. I can already tell it's going to be good. You know what I'm saying? You can see that it's going to be good right off the top. So, you know, this playbook, like I said, I don't want to say they overhauled it, but they definitely focused on this book, adding some trickery plays on top of an already really solid setup. You got your tight doubles, you got your tight flex, you got your tight slots. I mean, anytime you have tight anything, I mean, you know, tight anything to the line's always good. Tray anything is always good. Tray Y ISO, tray Y flex. These are all going to be solid formations. And then, like I said, I mean, ace close and ace single back bunch, deuce close, they're all really good. Dice slots, a lesser known one that I actually kind of like. Once again, like I said, they got some tray ones. So overall, this whole playbook, and look, this win close flex I think is a new formation altogether. So overall, the only thing that doesn't make this team a little bit higher on my list is the fact that they don't have a single I form or a single strong. Every once in a while you want a fullback. Other than that, if you're a guy that likes to spread it out and throw it around, and you run out of three wide receiver single back sets, this is probably a perfect book for you. Next up, we got the Jets. This is a playbook that I was going to put out last year, but it was just kind of late in the year, and I just decided not to. But it's an amazing book, and it's still a really good book. You got your single shotgun bunch open offset, your bunch TE, your double stack, which I like the double stack this year because the inside zones are going to be a little bit better. They're an RPO, but typically I just run them as inside zones. You have some good empty formations like the empty tray, the empty stack, and the empty Y slot. The split Panther, like I said, I love the Panthers playbook, so to see that over here is really cool. The tray open, any through wide receiver set, trips. You got your PA post shot, like I said, the cover 4 beater. You got your single back ace close, your single back ace pair, which is a really good run formation that not a lot of people know about necessarily. Ace slot bunch, I mean, deuce close. It's probably, more than anything, this has probably got some of the best single back sets. The shotgun sets are really good, but the single back sets on this are probably as good as it gets. Oh yeah, we have to have the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints are like the gold standard of playbooks, and I just don't think EA would even dare touch them. I think there'd be, I say this every year, I think there'd be a mutiny if they tried to change the New Orleans Saints playbook, and it doesn't look like they changed it too much, if at all. I haven't really noticed yet. Like I said, they have some of the best. I mean, I always say you gotta have 1 or 2 or 3 I formations, just minimum, just to have something. And to me, all 3 of them are really solid. I mean, the slot flex had one of the best toss plays in the game last year. The I form close has some of the best passing plays. I love the drag wheel, and it's had one of the best toss plays in the game as well last year. So you have 2 formations with 2 of the better run formations in the game last year. It should be just as good this year. The tight, obviously, you got that power formation in case you need a short yardage situation. You have that all set up. The pistol, everybody's been using the pistol bunch for how many years now? I mean, that's like been a favorite for a long time. Then you got some the shotgun bunch is pretty standard. You have your Eagle H tight, which, like I said, I don't know if everybody's turned on the Eagle H tight, but I've been pushing the Eagle H tight formation for a while. The Eagle H slot's one of my favorite formations. The St. Fork's one of my favorite plays. The empty tray, any empty passing formation is usually pretty good. And then you got a lot. I mean, I'm not sure if they had the split offset last year. I had to look at it real quick. Yeah, it looks similar to something they had, but I can't say if that was in the book last year or not. I don't know if they added that. This was a formation I put out last year that I'm probably going to have to put out again because this was super dominant and I didn't see it enough online. So the stack Y flex is a really undercover great formation. The tight offset, obviously, that was one of the super cheesy formations a couple years back. The tray open, everybody knows about that. The tray Y flex, everybody knows about that. These are some of the best formations in the game, and the Saints really just have it in spades. That probably will be the first playbook that I put out without a doubt because, like I said, to me, it's the best. Now, it does look like they took away the single back tight. It was a toss play that was like truly dominant 2 years ago, but it looks like it might be gone. I don't know if I'm wrong about that, but that's okay. There's still so many great formations. It can stand to lose 1 or 2 and still be really good. Tell you one playbook that I just want to put in as an honorable mention because I don't really know what this playbook is yet. It's one of the newest playbooks. They got a new coach, a college coach, and they really are trying to implement some really college looking new plays in here. This is one of the newest books, so I can't put it on this list based off the fact that there's so much stuff like the shotgun cluster, the cluster halfback strong. None of these formations were in the game last year, so it's like I don't really know yet what exactly to expect. I see new plays though, just going all over this board, and I'm going to spend a lot of time in the Arizona Cardinals playbook. So I want to put this in the honorable mentions just in case down the line you see a lot of stuff coming out of this playbook on my channel. And for those of you that are really big fans of the Cardinals playbooks from a couple years back, I know they were one of my favorites and they're one of your favorites. If it's one of your favorites, guess what? It's back because Bruce Arians back. He's with Tampa Bay. So this has a lot of familiar looking plays. One of my favorite formations that I thought would be gone because of the fact that they replaced the Arizona Cardinals head coach is the flip trips, but that's still there. Going through this playbook though, not a lot of large, it's all single back and shotgun. You get one pistol bunch, but it's one of the better pistol bunches. It's the pistol bunch TE, which has been a lot of people's favorite. Some of these pass plays that you have here are widely successful online. But looking at it, you got your bunches, you got your empties right here. Like I said, flip trips I like, split close, which is obviously very popular from last season. Will probably still be really good this year as well. Then you got your tight, your tray, your trip halfbacks weak, you know, all these formations. Anytime you get through wide receiver sets, anytime you get tights, always good. Your single backs are looking pretty good. Like I said, this is a really solid book. It's just got the two top ones, the single backs and the shotguns. I wish I had one or two I formations that would make it perfect, but other than that, it's just a really good book. And then it's got the wings tight Z, the wing tight. These are really good. You know, like I said, you don't have I4, but you got 3 tight ends on the field, so you're not going to be hurting. So that's it. That's the vid. I didn't get to the defensive books. I'll have to do that in a future video. If you want to see that, do me a favor with the like button, and I'll do that next. Other than that, thanks for watching Madden Money Shot out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.